Innovating Education Learning World in association with WISE, an initiative of Qatar Foundation.
Record numbers of people globally are displaced due to war and persecution. Effective humanitarian assistance is more important than ever. We have a look at two initiatives that are preparing those on the ground for a strong emergency response. With more than 11,000 members, one organization has established a global network that aims to ensure the right to quality, safe education in emergency situations. Let's see the training in action at the Zaatari refugee camp in Jordan.
About 80,000 Syrian refugees live in the Zaatari camp on the Syrian border. For many of the children, this means going to a new school, if places are available. Haneen is an education assistant. Today she welcomes children and their mothers who want to share their concerns.
Any problems that your children will face at school, our office is open for you. We have social workers and specialists who will take care of this problem.
Thanks to training from the International Network for Education in Emergencies, or INEE, Haneen thinks she's developed her personal skills and learned how to better involve refugees in a community.
I'm able to get more cooperation, more partnership from the imam in the mosque, the Syrian volunteers, Syrian teachers working with us in the schools, so we can reach a more targeted audience with the key people we work with.
She learned her skills during INEE training in the Jordanian capital Amman, together with members of national and international NGOs looking to improve education in times of crises. The INEE platform can count on more than 11,000 members in about 170 countries. At the training program in Amman, the participants discovered INEE's own minimum standards to provide quality teaching.
We make them to understand how we can use the minimum standards to make them able to identify the key actions that they should follow after this training, to reach out the standards of education and emergencies.
The INEE handbook's aim is to ensure that education initiatives provide a solid basis for post-conflict and disaster reconstruction. At the training, Haneen learned that almost every education worker faces the same challenges.
Emergency education is a participation between all the organisations, and we have to work on it. We have to implement it in the rescue programmes, in international rescue programmes and emergencies education.
During training, the global INEE methods are put in context in order to adapt them to the local environment.
We are doing a very basic things. We are ensuring the access, how we can ensure the implementation of these standards. But when they got the training, they feel more comfortable, they feel empowered.
Many people want to work in the humanitarian sector, but studying for it is often very theoretical. Bioforce is one of few schools worldwide with a practical approach. Let's follow its students on an African adventure right in the heart of France.
At the Bioforce school in Lyon, Espérance is learning how to become a humanitarian aid worker. For the next 3 days, her class will be simulating a mission in a refugee camp.
We're playing a local NGO called Food for All. We'll be going to Kenya to manage a humanitarian aid mission.
Bioforce offers short and long training courses for a whole range of different humanitarian professions. They take between 3 days and 3 years, depending on objectives and professional experiences. The annual intake of around 250 students comes mostly from French-speaking countries. Espérance is from Rwanda.
During the incidents in Rwanda in 1994 and the genocide against the Tutsi, I sought refuge at the ICRC. The ICRC let us stay during the events and then offered us work because there was nothing left in the country. I've been working for them for 21 years now.
The last preparations are underway to set up a fake camp and a medical centre in the rural surroundings of Lyon. The Bioforce students have become members of NGOs, every one with a different task. Espérance plays the role of the team's technical consultant.
Here's the list with the content. We're preparing all the documents for the customs office.
The customs office is supposed to be in the north of Kenya, almost 6,000 kilometers from Lyon.
Let me remind you of our mission's challenges. We're in Nairobi in Kenya, but we'll have to go to North Kenya, to the district of Shamuse, to launch our humanitarian programs.
But not only the students will be playing roles.
The teachers will change roles and adopt different functions, such as a policeman, a customs officer, or afterwards of a local authority.
Bioforce already checks certain capacities when choosing its future students. Which experiences do they have? Are they psychologically and physically resilient? How do they behave in a group?
It's important for the exercise to highlight some activities which will directly be linked to their professional challenges.
It's not with a very warm welcome that the fake Kenyan customs officers receive the Bioforce convoy. Hurry up! 9 people? Where's the second car? Whatever happens, we're going to search the cars. Teacher Sebastian learned the hard way on humanitarian missions in Afghanistan, Liberia and Darfur.
Can you please take your hat off?
It's to have my head covered.
Yes, but I'm asking you to take it off, madame.
OK.
You'll be getting a fine for that. Very strict controls are possible. Even worse than that, if there's a will to slow down humanitarian aid, one can focus on very minor details on the paperwork to slow down the process. She's got a visa that doesn't check out. Let her get her stuff and then arrest her.
Wrong information or apparently inappropriate behaviour. Because of that, 3 of the students are arrested.
I was in prison because there was a wrong number on my visa request. However, it didn't take too long. They tried to put some pressure on us, but it was okay.
The 3 NGOs set up a camp with all their supplies. The refugee aid can start. In a few days, Espérance and the other students will have ended their course in Lyon and will be starting an internship in the field to finish the emergency training.
I think we'll keep in touch because we created a Bioforce network. And then we'll meet in the field. The world is round. We'd like to meet again at a mission somewhere.
Now, over to you. Do you have experience learning or teaching in an emergency situation? Remember, you can get in touch with us on social media. Goodbye for now.
Learning World in association with WISE, an initiative of Qatar Foundation.